Welcome back, everyone, to another explainer. If you're a focused learner looking to cut through the red tape, well, you're exactly where you need to be. Today, we're taking on something that usually gives folks a bit of a headache, the motor vehicle division. But hey, don't sweat it. We're going to completely demystify the Arizona State ID application process and turn it into a super simple step-by-step roadmap. So let's kick things off with a pretty practical question. Do you need an official Arizona ID, but you don't actually drive? Maybe you're a public transit pro, you love walking everywhere, or maybe you're just trying to get an ID sorted out for your kid. Whatever your situation is, having an official identification card is absolutely crucial for navigating modern society and getting access to everyday essential services. Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our four-part mission for today. First, why you need it. Second, gathering your documents. Third, the MBD visit. And finally, the Real ID upgrade. All right, part one, why you need it. So the Arizona State ID card, it's essentially an official photo identification issued directly by the Motor Vehicle Division. If you don't have a driver's license, this card right here becomes your go-to everyday identification. It's incredibly useful for things like opening a bank account, proving your age, or accessing various government services. And crucially, and a lot of people don't realize this ID is available to all Arizona residents. That means both adults and children. It really just dramatically simplifies the whole process of proving identity for things like school enrollments or travel. Moving right along to part two, gathering your documents. I want you to think of this phase kind of like a scavenger hunt that you've got to complete before you ever leave your house. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how neatly the MVD requirements break down into three simple buckets. First up, proof of identity. You just need one official document for this. Think a certified birth certificate or a valid U.S. passport. Second, your social security number. You generally don't even need the physical card, but you absolutely have to know your full 9-digit number by heart. And third, proof of Arizona residency. For this one, you need two separate documents, so maybe grab a utility bill and a recent bank statement. So just remember, one identity, one SSN, and two residencies. Easy, right? But real quick, before we finish gathering all those documents, there is one massive caveat I have to mention. If your current name is different from the name printed on your identity document, let's say because you got married or had an official name change, you must bring your legal name change documents with you. Seriously, do not skip this step. If you do, you'll more than likely get turned away right at the counter and have to start the whole shebang all over again. Nobody wants that. Okay, preparation complete. Let's move to and see how this builds in part three, the MVD visit. Let's walk dynamically through the 5 macro steps of your actual visit. Step 1, and this is a fantastic life hack to save you some serious time, complete the application online beforehand. You can literally start it from your couch. Step 2, head into an Arizona MVD office or an authorized third-party provider. Step 3, hand over those documents for verification and smile for your new photo. Step 4, pay the application fee. And Step 5, you receive your ID. It's really a highly structured, logical flow once you break it down. Let's zero in on that fee for a second. The standard fee is a highly accessible $12, and that applies to anyone from age 0 all the way up to age 64. But here is a really great perk. If you're 65 or older, the ID is absolutely free. Nothing. Nada. Plus, some folks receiving supplemental security income, or SSI, might also qualify to get their ID card entirely free of charge. Now I want to set some proper expectations about that final step when you actually receive your ID. You're not going to walk out with a shiny, hard plastic card that day. Actually, scratch that. You do walk out with something. It's just a temporary paper document right there in your hand. Your official, permanent Arizona State ID card is going to be processed and then mailed directly to your home address a little bit later. Which brings us to our final segment, Part 4, the Real ID upgrade. A lot of consumers get pretty confused right here, so let's clear the air. And this brilliantly illustrates the two main choices you have. Option 1 is the standard Arizona State ID. This is fantastic for your everyday local identification, your banking, and state government services. Option 2 is the Arizona Travel ID, which is basically Arizona's version of a Real ID compliant card. You really need to consider applying for this upgraded travel ID if you ever plan to fly commercially within the United States, or if you know you'll need to enter certain restricted federal facilities down the line. So that brings us to one final question for you. Are your documents ready for your MVD run? We've covered the required buckets, that super important name change caveat, the fees, and the crucial choice between a standard and a travel ID. The rest is completely in your hands. Go gather up your inventory and get that application started online today. Once you've mastered the MVD, it really begs the question, what other intimidating bureaucratic processes out there are actually just simple, step-by-step systems waiting to be decoded? Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and we will see you next time.